I be stacking up chips like Lego. Badass bitch bag matching my stilettos. In it full of paper, same color as a gecko. I'm laying on the boat across the water where the deck low. Rolling up some petrol, I ain't got no service. Still I got my metro, don't need no disturbance. Drowning me, I let go, I'm floating to the surface. These niggas set you up slow and take you down on purpose. Facts.
As I approach the cipher, I approach this mic tonight. There's all eyes on us. In MCs we trust, we kick rhymes, we cuss. I love it, I grew up in it. I'm watching monopolies, profit and posturing. I want a piece of the pot and I'm plotting. I'm not in an army of enemies. Target the center of our energy.
Celebrate for the children's acquisition, continue this new tradition in ancient. If you got two hands, come on! Yeah, it's time to educate so we can celebrate in ancient.
We are in the house tonight. What's up, everybody? This is the Music Shop with Miss Music. If you are shopping for new music or new artists, then check out the Music Shop for it. It is always a music affair with Miss Music. And tonight, you seen the little brief interlude that we included in the intro of the show. We have on the one and only Vid, the Visionary. That's right. We're going to give him a round of applause. Yeah, boy, I got goosebumps. Why I get goosebumps in my hair standing up? Huh? Hello, King. How are you?
Doing good. I'm doing good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. I've been waiting for this daggum interview months. And I just want to say thank you for being so patient. And thank you for booking early because you know my slots go so quick.
Yep. No.
You know,
thank you for
they
having
try
me.
to act like they ain't watching. They try to act like they ain't watching, but boy, my slots go quick even if you ain't. But y'all definitely need to get over to 91.3 The Plug / The Music Shop. Put you some dashes in between The Music Shop. Check out The Music Shop right now. It is playing live. So you are live right now on the 91.3 The Plug. We're also going to be doing the actual Thursday show. So that'll be coming on at 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if y'all want to catch it, it will be a repeat of what we've already done here. But if you ain't seen it, then you ain't got no excuse not to go and check it out, right? Right, Vic? Right. Tell them.
That's right. Make sure
I
check
am
that out.
in my little sequence for the new year. They got to do that. I'm in my little new sequence for the year. So kind of, having a little New Year's festivity right here. And, we got the heart growing in the back because, that's what our hearts do every day. And we're going to connect to our heart today because everybody knows that music is, kind of like one of the valves in the heart.
Come from the heart, right?
Yes. And you, Vid, you got some things that are coming up. I want to introduce you to my network. First of all, first question on our information I would like you to give my listeners and my viewers out there is where you represent from.
So essentially I'm from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Right now I'm living in Florida near the West Palm Beach kind of area, East Coast. But yeah, essentially Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Right.
Now, what got you into doing music? I mean, how did Vid become like Vid the Visionary? Because I'm curious, like I love, bro. That's one thing about my show is I always want to know like how y'all started, like
Yeah,
just to hear the stories, because
for sure.
it's cool. Everybody's got their different stories. So go ahead.
So yeah, so for me, one of the things was like when I was introduced to hip hop, which I was around like 11 years old or so. At the time I had really just heard like singing and classical and all these other types of genres, right? So when I heard hip hop, it was like this door opened, this thing clicked because for me, one of the biggest things, my expression was always like I didn't have a lot, so I could like draw. So give me like a piece of paper and a pencil, or like I could do like origami stuff like that. So hip hop was like that, where I was like, yo, this is a medium where I don't have to be able to sing. I don't have to have an instrument or be able to play an instrument or anything. I just have to be clever enough to put the words together in a certain way, and then I could participate in any music medium or any music genre. So like that really got me going, and yeah. So that was one of the reasons that really got me into it, was just the medium itself, and it's had such a high ceiling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I was curious, what kind of artists like really, tipped off your little, vibe to want to
Right,
do
right.
music? What are your influences musically?
For sure. So, I mean, I'm kind of an old head, so definitely like some of the first songs I ever heard was like Biggie and like Mace and Pac and all that stuff. So, like that type of era. But biggest influences for me as a creative, definitely DMX, Linkin Park,
Mm,
um,
yeah, Linkin Park's good.
yeah. Royce the 5'9", huge, big fan of him since way before people even knew who that was. Um, who else? Like band. There was a lot of bands, so I liked a lot of mix. I liked, like Stain, Cold, Disturbed, that type of music, trap, 3 Days Grace, and then I loved like Royce, DMX, little Jay-Z, Nas, Method
Mhm,
Man, like those guys.
mhm.
So yeah, those were a lot of the artists that I listened to growing up, that influenced how I rap and stuff like that, for sure.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's dope. It was nice to hear your story. Now, you got a song that you sent me because it's called Right Now, your official
Oh yeah,
video.
yeah.
Yes. Tell me about this one right here that we're going to listen to.
Good tell, yeah. So right now is one of my favorite tracks, and I know also a fan favorite. A lot of people really like that track. It's got a lot of good energy. Um, that song was definitely. I feel like I had been running a bunch of shows with a friend of mine, Gio, and we had kind of just like hit a certain crescendo. We had kind of peaked in a way, and that was right when I was going to
Mm,
this studio, Echo Studios. Shout out Robbie Rowland, and like his production was fantastic. And so I don't know,
mhm,
that was just like I just wanted to write a song that was like real hype and then a lot of fun for me and for the listener. You know what I mean? So definitely, I feel like
mhm,
it's one of those. And just so y'all know too, so for the longest, it's been out as an edited kind of like censored version. The uncut is
mhm,
actually finally coming out this month on the 13th. So if y'all do like
mhm,
it, make sure y'all add it to your playlist. And then uncut's coming out the 13th January. So yeah.
mhm. Is it going to be on your YouTube, right? Or you said it's going to be somewhere else?
Yeah, it should also be on YouTube. And then
Yeah,
of course
because,
the video is out as well.
got to
Yep.
add it to the music shop
Of
playlist.
course, of course.
All your songs,
Absolutely.
when y'all do the shows with me, I do take your music and add it to the music shop playlist, which
Absolutely.
is
Word.
on
That's
my YouTube. That way they can go back and they can listen to like the whole slew of all the artists that have come
yeah.
on music songs that, and there's even some ones that I've thrown in that I really like, and I'm in the process of getting them on, and they just
Nice.
ain't been on yet. So it's kind
I,
of like a little let you leak it. Ooh, this person
I
might be
always
coming to
tell
the shop.
people, make sure you add, like, if you like a song, add it to your playlist. That's like the number one thing I tell people. Like, add it to your playlist. Add it to your playlist. So that's awesome.
Yes. All right, everybody. Well, let's go ahead and get to this official track right now by
Right now.
Vid the Visionary on the Music Shop with Miss Music on 91.3 The Plug. That's right.
Off rip, I don't give a better give it up, cause I done that enough right now. Honey in the cup, maybe in the blunt, cause I really wanna get up right now. Baby, don't you front, you could be the one on my arm as the flavor of the month right now. And it's us right now, so it's up right now. I've been on the grind, using all my time, trying to get my team to shine, and it's right now. Music on my mind, just as much as dimes, both are so divine. I've been on the split right now. Cypher with the rhymes, fire in the lines in these dire times, so they know we it right now. See my chick right now, tell her she could get right down. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want right now. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want right now. Yeah. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want right now. What you want right now. I'ma show you something. On the come around, hit another crowd, trying to get the sound out, getting lit right now. Get another round, that we could drown, cause I really wanna take another sip right now. Bustin' in the front, coming with the blunt, stunning for your lungs, it'll make you sit right down. And I think I found the best connect in town. Yes, I'm on the way, on the way, on the way, on the way. Yes, I'm on the way, on the way, on the way. We on the way. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want right now. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want right now. Yeah. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want right now. What you want right now. I'ma show you something. Hold up, we ain't done, we gon' have some fun. I'ma show you that we number one right now. Ain't no question I'ma get up in this rap game, make an impact. It's a rap for these rap lames, go on the attack. Leave them on their back, praying rat-a-tat. I think I can hear the gas spraying. It's a visualization I'm making, cause face it, we facing some hateful equations. And I don't wanna wait for another fate to pull me under the strain of us, wait till I break. I'ma strike back with this mic crack. Might need a nice pack if you right whack. Like jab, let me see if you can fight facts. I just might snap and nobody would like that. But tonight on a wave like wow, so behave, you don't wanna hit the grave right now. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want right now. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want right now. Yeah. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want right now. What you want right now. I'ma show you something.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I heard that and I was like, y'all like that. Like, it just be riding. Like, yeah, it would get stuck in your head. What you want? What you want? I
Yeah.
was like, yo, I like that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that. See, they don't know. Y'all need to go check out his YouTube, Vid the Visionary. If you don't know how to spell that, let me spell it for you. VID, Vid, the THE, Visionary, VISIONARY.
That's right.
Check him, follow him out on YouTube. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all those great things. Run his numbers up. Get them up. Show
Run
him
it
some
up,
love.
run it
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Run it up. Like, it's 2023. I'm turning the hell up this year. I
That's
don't know
right.
what's up with y'all. T-Mobile, y'all need to get your shit together. The internet is great. I'm for real. The internet is great for probably like condominiums, maybe apartment buildings because they are frame. But when it comes to the block work, y'all need to do some chop work
Hmm.
because it's really choppy over on this end. So yeah, but yeah, salute to Glaze Conway for hanging in there last show because boy, that
Right.
internet, boy, man, talk about embarrassed,
Yeah.
but it's all good.
I was
It's
gonna
all
say we
good.
cleared today though. We got
Mm.
great reception today.
But I told him that. I told him I was like, yo, I kind of feel. 'Cause I kept getting kicked. Bro, I'm the only person probably on the damn internet that gets kicked out of their own damn show, but it's all good because I'm cool like that. I could take that. But I'm like, y'all really think the devil messing with me tonight because it was one of my big, big guests, and to have that happen. But then again, I Spirit tap me on the shoulder and say, "Hey, Miss Music, but you think about it this way." And this is how Spirit broke it down. Was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll be listening to my higher teacher, and it said, "But you got to look at it in this way. Maybe there was something, a message that he needed to get out to specific people." And we had to kick your ass off of there so they could get the damn message, because maybe I would distract it. Maybe it wouldn't have come out because I was sitting there just doing my show. So I said, these mofos got a
Basically
point.
trying to say like things happen for a reason, right?
Exactly. And you
Right.
never know what that is. And
That's
he
right.
ended up telling some stories that he wouldn't have necessarily told. It only
Yeah.
happened to be told because of the
It,
situation.
it's funny that makes me think of this story, this kind of proverb story I had heard, and I don't have the whole thing like fully whatever, but it was like there was like a man, it was like a farmer and his like son and his like whatever, and basically it was like he had like horses or something, and then one of them died, and then the neighbor was like, "Oh, that's terrible," and he was like, "Maybe." And then what happened is, because of that, they went into town and they like came up or something and got like better horses or something. And the neighbor's like, "Wow, that's awesome." And then he's like, "Maybe." And then the son like is riding one of the horses and the horse falls and like the son breaks his leg. And the neighbor's
Mm,
like, "That's terrible." And he's like, "Maybe." And then the like government comes to the house and is like, "Oh, we want soldiers for this war," but they can't take the son because his leg's broken. So then the neighbor's like, "That's
mm.
awesome, that's the best." And the guy's like, "Maybe." And so basically the point of the story being, you never know what something could be, whether it's a blessing or not or whatever, until after the fact. And so you always have to keep an open mind to when things happen. You know what I mean? Because it could be good, could be bad, maybe. We'll
Exactly.
see.
And
So
exactly. It was funny though. It was like he was the host of the show for the night. He basically he was the host of the music show.
right, right,
He's
right.
my first actual host that come on here and end up having to do the show.
So that's
And he's
interesting.
like,
So
I got you,
the
I
show
got you.
kept going,
Yeah, he's like,
like
I
so
got you
you
this
got kicked off
music. He's
because the
like, I
internet,
cover it.
but then he kept it going on his own until you got back on, basically.
Yeah. Until I
Oh,
would get back on and then I'd be on and I get off, bro. It must have happened like 10
yeah,
times. It was so bad. It's funny though because I listen to certain people on YouTube, a lot of motivational and just
yeah,
kind of help just to kind of the people because of great stories which help you understand things in different perspectives so you can cope better with things adapting and
right.
changing. And I'm a Cancer. I hate change. I like being
Hmm.
comfortable, but we grow out of our comfort zone. And I watch one of the YouTubers on here. She's got a show. She goes by Lumen Moon, and she was telling us a story about how this donkey fell in a hole, and the farmer didn't know what to do. So the farmer thought, well, he's gonna pass away. I just bury him. And every time he would take the dirt and shovel it in there, the donkey would take it and push it off his back, pack it down the step on it. The farmer's thinking he burying this thing because he's can't get. But at the end, the donkey ends up getting out the hole because he had so much dirt in it, and the donkey threw it on his back and climbed up on top of it until he got out the hole. So
Right,
it's
right,
like,
right. I've heard, yeah, I've heard something like that
different ways
before. Yep, yep, yep. See, it keeps refilling it, thinking
yeah,
he's
so there's
emptying it.
different ways to say things. You never know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So
thinking
true.
that he's trying. Yeah. So yeah. So it that brings us to, you got a project that you're gonna be dropping. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and I need
Yeah.
to pull
Yeah, I
up.
was gonna
Go
say
ahead and
even
tell them
real quick,
about
everything we were
yeah.
just talking about also makes me think of the video we just played real quick, the Right Now video. And when I was watching it again, it reminds me of how a lot of those videos, really any of the things I make, and I'm sure other creatives as well, it's like there's these moments in time where I'm like watching it and I'm actually remembering the day, and I'm like remembering everyone that came and like how much fun we had, and like it was just like it was one of my more fun video shoots. And I don't know, it's just cool how music videos, songs, all those things create these little memories, like for the artist, but then also for the people involved. And then, but people can also experience them on their own and have their own, like, create their own memories off of those as well, basically. It's just dope.
Oh yeah, sure. How does it feel like being out there and
Huh?
doing music and that voice to just get out there and be free?
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. I love to like just make things. I love to be able to create something, share it with someone, share it with people, and then go back to it much later after I've kind of like forgotten about it a little bit and like re-experience it almost like as if I'm the fan or the listener. And, so that's always cool too, like just going back and being like, oh, wow, yeah, that's right. This is like, so I love that. I love leaving those little gems along the way, along the journey.
So tell them about, you got this project Three Kings coming up.
Yeah. So this new project, Three Kings Day, it's actually dropping tomorrow. It's featuring myself and my friend Gio Da Vinci. We've done a lot of other projects together. He's also the one I was running those shows with before. Right now, he's one of the co-founders of Bridgeside Cypher and Cambridge Hip Hop back in Cambridge. And yeah, so this is just it's a quick little 3-song project. It's really just like a fun, we wanted to do like a quick little, music snack, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like just some fun songs. You hear it and you're like, oh shit, I gotta replay that. I gotta hit replay. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's gonna be really dope. There's like really all the tracks on it are fire. So it's like that was part of it too. It's like quality over quantity. You know what I mean?
Yo, it should always be quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Always, because nowadays it's like.
I know. A lot of that. A lot of what I call I have this thing I call the button press theory. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Well, no, of course not. This is something I kind of like. It's like an observation thing that I say, where yep, that's the cover right there. And
yeah,
but not real quick.
Yes.
So there's this thing I call the button press, right? Where people as a whole, like humanity, right? We have this thing where when something becomes so easy, it's as if the push of a button, like you can just get it to the push of a button instead of like really working for it. We like forget the point of it. And like, so I always use these examples, like basic examples where it's like, food. We used to like hunt and do all these things to like feed ourselves, right? Now I can press a couple buttons and order a pizza. And so then you look around and it's like, there's all these people that are hungry, but all this food we throw away, or like buildings, right? The point of a building is shelter, right? Like the weather and things, shelter. But now we create buildings so easily that there'll literally be a giant building, huge skyscraper, and then right outside of it, and it's empty, there's no one in it. And then right outside of it will be a bunch of people with nowhere to live, nowhere to stay. So that's like the button press where like things is like, wait, did we forget why we're doing these things? You know what I mean? Like there was a point to this initially, So
yeah,
this is
like you go overseas If you go overseas, there's a certain country right now that has like, I think it was, they said like 95 million or 65 million homes of ghost towns of just like high rises and high rises and high rises, and
Wow,
nobody's in them. And I'm
that's
thinking to
crazy.
myself, how do they expect everybody to come live there? They have that
Yeah,
many
like what? Like
people. Like,
why?
what the
Yeah,
hell were they
and I mean,
thinking? Why
yeah,
there?
it's
Why
just
did they, like,
yeah. Or like another example, laws, right? Like it's good to have a
mm,
few rules in place to just hey, like don't steal my stuff and like don't hit someone randomly. You know what I mean? Like basic stuff, basic shit where it's like hey, I live here, respect my space, I respect yours, that type of stuff. But like we've gotten to the point where now people just
mm,
write laws just cause, and they just make stuff up, and then they just and then you know what I mean? Like I don't know if you've ever
mm,
done. I feel like you're someone who probably does deep dives sometimes. But like, there's laws if you can look up that are like you can look up stuff where it's like, uh, and they haven't been like disbanded. I was like in Massachusetts there was like a law where it was like, oh, you're not allowed to walk downtown without a shotgun because of like bears or something like that. I don't know. But it's like
mm.
what are we
Oh
doing now?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's
Like
ridiculous laws.
just
Yeah,
over
there's
like
ridiculous
constantly
laws still
like
on the books though everywhere. Hmm.
yeah. It's just constant. It's always making up a new. But yeah, that's the button press.
Mm,
That's what I call the button press theory. It's this thing I just say, it's an observation I've made where I'm like, wow, that happens. When
mhm.
things get too easy and people do it too often and they forget like what the hell the point was. So it's just an interesting it's an interesting concept, that's all. But yeah, my bad. Three Kings Day, you know, drop in tomorrow, January 6th. 3 tracks, with the Visionary, Gio Da Vinci. You know what I'm saying? Super excited about that. Make sure y'all check that out. If
Yes,
you
yes.
like it, add it to your playlist, please. If you like that last track right now, too, add that. And yeah. Oh, Monday Music
Oh,
Motivation. You ever heard of
I got
this?
what? Go ahead. What?
This was a series I did. It's also on my YouTube page. 211 episodes. 4 years of doing a 1 minute song every single Monday. I did that for 4 years straight, about 211 episodes. And that's just another fun like series that if people want to tune in or whatever, they can check that out. Monday Music Motivation.
Yo, we got one more track.
That
Yeah, we got, as it make it happen.
make it happen. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of my first ever
We gonna get
full DIY projects. The
full.
Reset.
Oh,
Yeah, I dropped that this
it was
year.
dope.
Um,
Mm,
that was another good one. That's because I moved. I moved out from Cambridge to Florida, and so I did a
mhm.
project where I
Nice to
just
have you
made
here.
all the beats.
Mm.
Huh?
I said nice to have you here. Welcome to
Yeah.
Florida.
It's nice to be here. And
Mm.
shout out to Guy for connecting me and you, and appreciate you for
Yeah, shout
having me.
out to Guy.
Hell yeah,
That's
Guy's the
my
man.
buddy.
That's my
That's
guy.
my buddy. My buddy.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now the Reset. It was like I got here and I didn't have any connects. I didn't have a studio at the time yet, and so I was like, you know what? I need to really invest in learning more production, because like I always spent all my time writing mostly and performing. So now I was like, let me
Mm-hmm.
make some beats, let me record it myself, let me do all that. So that was my first ever project where I did all that myself, the cover, everything. And so the video Make It Happen, that song, that was the first video off of that project, and I shot it out here with like some of the new people that I met, so that was cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just getting here, you can meet people, but not really the type of people you want to meet. But yeah, we won't tell nobody that. So you got lucky. You got real lucky.
Yeah,
Boy, I
I
tell
met
you.
I
Let
met
me
some
tell
good people, so
you.
it was good. It was positive.
Cross them
But
fingers.
I feel you. There's
But yeah,
always,
we're gonna get to it.
there's
Go
always
ahead and
one in the
shoot
group,
out.
or you're always gonna find one or two that's like
Yeah.
whatever. But it is what it is. I don't
Go
let
ahead and
that.
shout
I
out
don't
your
let that
social
get in the
media.
way. I personally try to always set a positive standard and try to be like, all right, this is how I'm approach things. And then depending on how people reciprocate, I just, either I'm like, all right, I'm going to spend less time with this person, or I'm like, oh, work. You're like real quality. You're solid. I'm going to like invest more time and like, let's do more stuff. You know what I mean? So that's just how I try to approach things. If someone's going to be whatever, then I just keep moving. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, go ahead and give them your social media links real quick, and we're going to get into this video, this last video.
Bet. Y'all can follow me at VidVision21 right here, VidVision21 on IG, Snapchat, Facebook. Just search Vid the Visionary. Vid the Visionary on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm always dropping something. Eventually, I have all kinds of content on that channel. It's crazy. And just search Vid the Visionary. Add me to your playlist. Like she said, VID, the THE, Visionary, VISIONARY. Let's get it. Make it happen.
You heard the man. This is Make It Happen by Vid the Visionary on 91.3 The Plug, the music shop with Miss Music. Let's get it. Boom. Come on. Any day now, StreamYard.
Oh, what happened?
We waiting. It's slow tonight.
Oh, it's loading.
We're gonna hold on. We have some little problems. Let me try this.
By the way, shout out to
might be a problem tonight. See what's doing good.
Let's make it happen. Let's bring it forward into action. Let's make it happen. Solo within a faction. Ain't no more capping. Either do it or get back then. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Feeling the caption. Finish relaxing. Now it's right back to my passion. Yes. Making this magic. Audio visual, lyrical savage. Good at adapting. Why? Because I'm over the average. Roll up, we matching. Bringing my niggas, we laughing. Work on our fractions. Stacking up money that's passive. Took a step back at the remap what I really wanted before I entered the relapse. Retract, retrace what I gotta stay. Couldn't find a path, so I gotta make a way. Yeah, did a quick lap, figured out the facts. Now the plan is my brands can't demand it on the track. Every moment I'm grandstanding and some will react, but I'm ready for whatever's in the task. Yeah, let's make it happen. Spring it forward into action. Let's make it happen. Solo within a faction. Watch me. Ain't no more capping. Either do it or get back. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Yes, sir. They call me the captain. Listen, unmasking. The ace of the league, like calling the Batman. Said I was moving, so pack it up. Then I connected to start it up. Out in the sun, getting black as fuck. Thinking about just how far we've gone. Still in it, killing it. Took a minute to chill, but then I'll still visit. Even if it's been a grip, I know they still feel it. Still beginning, but still winning until finished. Oh shit, what up, Ari? What's good? How you doing?
I'm good.
Yo, we about to go do a thing real quick. You wanna come?
Let's do it.
Yo. And my peoples, you know that it's love whenever I greet you. And for the sequel, come to my shows, I'm hoping to see you. Let's make it happen. Spring it forward into action. Let's make it happen. Solo within a faction. Ain't no more capping. Either do it or get back then. Let's make it happen. Let's let's make it happen. Springing forward into action. Watch me. Let's make it happen. Solo within the faction. Ain't no more capping. Either do it or get back in. Let's make it happen. Let's make it.
Hey. All right. So yeah, shout out Metal Emotion for putting that video together, and shout out for everybody who came out for that one and supported that one. So we made it happen. You know what I mean? That's what it was all about. But yeah, nah, that was really dope. Just that one was definitely more about like just getting things done. The whole project is like a 5-piece project. So, essentially the first track is kind of just I talk about myself a little bit and kind of just like who I am. And then the second one is the reset, really just talking about how important it is sometimes to reset and just like switch things up a little bit, which was me moving was all about. And then Make It Happen is the next track, which is basically, again, like when everything was happening, that kind of pushed me to make that move and that transition. There's a lot of obstacles. So the whole attitude of that was just like, yo, regardless of whatever, we're going to make it happen. We're going to do it. I don't care. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to make it happen. Then there's this track, Steps, which is like kind of just a fun dance song. And then the last track, Freedom, which I really like that one too. And that one just has a certain vibe to it. You got to really hear it to know. I mean, it's hard for me to explain, but that's one of my favorite songs on the project. Freedom. But yeah, Make It Happen. That was just like we do in the show, making it happen.
I hope you had a story. I hope it was a good one.
Yeah,
I guess they
yeah, I
was
kept it
like,
going.
"Hey, Vid the
Like you said.
visionary, what's your vision tonight?" They say, "What's
Yeah,
your
nah,
vision?"
for real. Just like the project, we had to do a little reset, and that's what I was just talking about too, about how like sometimes it's important to be able to reset and like switch things up or whatever. So, and that even goes to what you're talking about the other show, like switching it up on the fly, making things work, making it happen, regardless of what's going on. We make it happen.
Most definitely. But it's such a pleasure to have you on tonight. That Three Kings 3-song feature, I'm sure that is going to be like something to check out.
Oh yeah, we going
So
ultra.
definitely everybody, y'all need to get over there and like get your notification bells on,
Facts.
get ready, pay attention to his posts so that when it drops, you can be the first ones to check it out.
That's right. Yeah, follow me at VidVision21. Search Vid the Visionary on Google, YouTube. Follow me on the channel. Subscribe. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Miss Music, so much for having me. Appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you, Papi. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. Happy New Year. Blessings to you.
Happy New Year.
Right.
All right, Papa. Thank you for coming on. Everybody, make sure you get over there, show some love. I know it's a show, but we are going to go ahead and wrap it up. Check us out on 91.throughtheplug.com/the music shop. Put some dashes in between that, and you'll find us right there. Until the next time, say bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Peace.
stacking up chips like Lego. Badass bitch bag matching my stilettos. In it full of paper, same color as a gecko. I'm laying on the boat across the water where the deck low. Rolling up some petrol, I ain't got no service. Still I got my metro, don't need no disturbance. Drowning me, I let go, I'm floating to the surface. These niggas set you up slow and take you down on purpose. Facts.
That's right. Check out Music Video Showcase DNM Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Central Time. 91.3 The Plug. If you want to get it on the website, hit me up. I got a deal for you. That's right. You were tuned into the Music Shop with Miss Music on 91.3 The Plug. Yeah, that's right. Hi, haters.